Hello and welcome to another update video about XLM. Here on this chart, we see the price action of the June lows here. That was around the 15th of June. We are currently tracking a potential C wave here to the upside. After that was a B wave low, which indicates in the C wave we rallied in a wave 1, came down in a wave 2, rallied in a third wave. By the way, we're looking at this as an ending diagonal of a wave 2 correction, which could then lead to another low later. However, obviously the trend is up at the moment short term, and therefore I'm also going to track a bullish support area to give it the chance to make a higher low in a fourth wave and rally once more higher, which would then set the stage for eventually much higher prices. And not only that, but it would also turn the trend back to the upside, the long-term trend. Now, at the moment, though, we're looking at one more high anyway, especially as long as it's holding the 13.45 cent level. The idea is that we're moving up in a fifth wave of the C wave. In this fifth wave, we are looking for 3 waves because I'm tracking this as an ending diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I'm watching for is here this ABC structure, and the A wave is likely done. The B wave could be done, but I have no evidence for it yet. Just some initial signals, but it hasn't even produced 5 waves of the low. So what I want to see 5 waves of the low, which would be, obviously the C wave would be a 5-wave move. So I need that first wave of the C wave, followed by a 3-wave pullback, which would be the wave 2. Then I can say it has bottomed. Ideally, that first wave would go above resistance at above 18 cents. At the moment, I only have a 3-wave move up. That indicates we could certainly see a deeper B wave. In fact, I'm going to make that at the moment the primary scenario. Just looking at how we're moving to the upside, it's just not that strong move that you would normally expect. If really a B wave bottomed, then the C wave should be quite aggressive. So what I'm watching for is potentially a deeper pullback, especially as the even though the setup already worked out, nevertheless, it seems like the move up is currently only corrective, and we haven't broken above the previous high. We haven't even broken above this small swing high at 16.9 cents. And this is just typically the behavior where we see an extended correction. A wave, B wave, C wave, off wave B before it can move higher. And also labeling this as complete already. I mean, looking at it, it would be a very, very shallow and short B wave. B waves can be short, but it only really reacted to the 38.2 retracement. Ideally, we like to see the wave B come back a little lower than that. For example, to the 50% retracement, that would be the next support level, 14.99 cents, and the golden ratio at 14.33. So that's sort of the situation here on this chart. Watching here for support in this area. Again, it's not a high confidence count because the overall chart is rather uncertain, or you could even say bearish, until chart can prove something more bullish. Because we are tracking the move up here of the 2016 lows as a 3-wave move. I mean, it's a crystal clear 3-wave move, right? So that leaves us with a few options, but one that I'm tracking is certainly the idea that we had an A wave down, moved up in a B wave, and we came down in a C wave. So that could have bottomed here, but it's an unlikely count. That would be a bullish count. So here A, B, C would actually be bullish. Very unlikely given the idea that we moved up in 3 waves and we came down in 5 and didn't even make a new low. So again, that's all the academic stuff behind it. But it also leaves a lot of room for interpretation, because if the move up initially was in 3 waves, we had 5 waves down, 3 waves up, 5 waves down, that also opens the doors to the white wave count, where the move down here could have been a wave 1, move up in a wave 2, and so on. So we talked about that before. It is certainly not a great setup. I'm giving it a chance for higher, absolutely, because there is a bullish count that can work. It's just that the structure and the fact that initially price only moved up in 3 waves in a correction, that leaves too many, that leaves probabilities, let's say, rather unclear. It also didn't make a new all-time high in 2021. which many coins did. So it shows weakness, underlying problems on this chart. And that's why for risk management purposes, I'm tracking here the white wave count, which again still allows us to go higher, right? But I'm not going to hype this coin until it proves that it's bullish, okay? So it needs to give us a fourth wave and the fifth wave. Yeah, I hope you understand that from a bigger picture point of view. If we say, okay, let's say the yellow wave count works out and it's bullish, and we really bottomed here in a wave 2, basically bear market finished in December, then we need to see the 5 waves up highlighted here. 1, 2, 3, wave 4 in yellow, wave 5 in yellow. Then we can call that a wave 1. Then we're looking for an ABC pullback and so on, right? So I'm not trying to predict the future here, my friends. What I'm trying to do is understand where the trend is. Trend on the bigger picture, looking at the bigger picture, Elliott wave point of view shows us it's not a clear uptrend. Short term, yes, and so we can see if the short term uptrend is building into a bigger one that gives us a clear 5 wave move to the upside. I can only really analyze what I see, and what I see is that we continuously broke down in 5 waves and really only rallied in 3 waves. Okay, yeah, you can say it's making higher highs, but it has lately it hasn't made new higher highs. And also what you need to understand, it has failed to create an impulse. It never rallied in an impulse. I think that's the biggest problem on this chart. Never rallied in an impulse. Yeah, so that's the problem. But anyway, we're gonna track this. Short term still higher as long as we're holding the 13.5 cent level. By the way, I need to go back to the hourly chart. Yeah, just need to keep an open mind that at any point it could break because of the long-term weakness and problems, underlying problems of this chart. Now, I'm not saying it is bearish, but I just have some concerns about this chart, and I think it is common. Well, it's not common sense. It's more like reasonable to be very much aware of the risk, and then we can still follow the bullish, steps higher. And if it builds to something that is big enough, then we can also change the bigger picture outlook, the outlook on the larger chart. Okay, so that's my update about XLM. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. And also make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. You can find the links in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.